Hi there, so in this video we're going to be talking about scarring. Okay, so it's a very important point and a common question that we get for obvious reasons. So there are two main types of hair transplants. So there's the FUT method, which is the strip harvest, which is where you take a strip of the scalp on the back of the head from the donor area, and that will leave a long, thin, linear scar. And the other method is FUE, which is whereby you take one graft at a time from the donor area. And so whereas the first method, the FUT method, leaves one long strip scar across the donor area, the FUE does leave scars, so it's not a scarless procedure. I think some people try and sell it as that. That's not the case, but the scarring should be minimal. So with every time that you punch the scalp, it's possible that you can leave a little bit of a mark around that area, but generally speaking, it's minimal, quite small, and normally quite hard to see. Scarring can be reduced by using smaller punches. If you watched one of our previous videos, we talked about the size of punches. The smaller the punch, the less scarring that should be technically visible. So we always endeavour to do that. But essentially, there is normally a little bit of scarring, but as I said, normally pretty difficult to see. Now, the other thing to say about the scarring is that it causes hypopigmentation type of scarring. So that basically means that you get a little bit of a white mark on the scalp. If that means therefore, if you're fair-skinned, if you've got you're Caucasian, then the scarring is going to be a lot less obvious. If you have darker skin tones, then it's more likely that you can see those little marks. If, however, you keep the back of your hair a bit longer, so 2, 3, so this is a 2 here, if you have a 2 or a 3, you shouldn't ever really be able to see the scarring, or you'd be able to see it with great difficulty. If you give a 0 or a 1 on the back, then it may be more likely to see the scarring. But you'd still have to be very close, you may have to really get up very, very close to the scalp in order to see those markings. It's not going to be visible from looking at someone from the end of the room or anything like that. You have to get very, very close up and look quite closely in order to see those scars. So is there scarring? Yes, but minimally so, and normally you can completely hide it, and so generally speaking, it shouldn't really be visible.